Greetings. As I sit in my office, we're early in Holy Week. Convention was about 3 weeks ago, and we had a terrific convention where we talked about the marks of mission and shared examples of how the marks of missions are being lived out in each of our congregations in vital and vibrant ways. I'm about to embark on a series of bishop forums, as I did last summer, and am hoping that people of the diocese will come out and engage with me in conversation. We're going to do 8 of them for the laity and 8 for the clergy across the diocese. We'll do a couple for our Latino communities. And I thought that it would be good to have a conversation about Mark of Mission number 4, transforming the unjust structures of society. As a diocese, we've been working on discerning our common call, and a part of that is how we live into our baptismal covenant. Our baptismal covenant and our faith in Jesus Christ calls us all to be one. And yet we also live in a culture that is polarized on lots of fronts, and there are lots of differences, and people have passionate feelings. How do we do both? How do we live out our baptismal covenant and the demands of that to seek and serve Christ in all persons, to strive for justice and peace among all people, and have the respect for the dignity of each and every one of us as members of the body of Christ in this place? I think that's part of the conversation we'll be having too, and I think it's vitally important. We need to figure out how to address these issues that are going on in our country right now as Christians, and also how to have civil discourse and respect one another as we engage in this work and in this conversation. Again, as I sit in my office this week, I just got back from Washington, where I participated in the March for Our Lives. I can't help but be impressed about the voices of young people crying out for justice and change in this country, and it's happening on so many fronts. And we as a church, need to be in this conversation. So I wanted to get out to the diocese and talk about how we do justice. What's the relationship of our faith to our actions, to our politics? That can be a real struggle for a lot of people to figure out and fine-tune how we're for justice, but not partisan. How we can strive for real change in the lives of people that God calls us to strive for. I hope that you'll consider joining me. I think it's going to be an energetic, faith-filled conversation, and I'd love you to be part of it.